not talking.
Howdy, fellas and fellas. Welcome back to the channel. So Rich was live. The whole time he was live, I was trying to get my fucking OBS studios to work so I could review this shit live. Couldn't get to happen. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with it. Probably too stupid to figure it out. But anyways, Rich was live. And I know Jeff went live this morning. I haven't had a chance to watch all their live. But, he was a fucking disgusting fuck to fucking Jeff. So Jeff took shots at him. Again. Which I don't buy for 1 second that Jeff truly was like Rich's friend. I can't speak for Jeff, but I think that Jeff, my opinion is, Jeff was doing that to try to get Rich to hop on live stream with all of us. My opinion. Don't know for sure, but that's my opinion. I'm sure Jeff will set me straight if I'm wrong. But
and to you, Rich, you fat piece of shit, dude, I won't let off of you until I hear you draw your last breath. Whether you stroke out on this fucking TV or what the fuck ever, dude. Until you're gone,
and
I will be on your ass, bud.
To the person that was in Rich's live, I'm not gonna say his name or Rich's channel because I don't want my subscribers to go over and watch his shit. So here's the deal. Rich, one of Rich's moderators, says maybe if they focused on their own channel, they would be successful. What's up with dudes like you, Rich and Barry, that have
what's up with Rich?
that have
Barry?
Triple the following, that 3 times the following, and only get like 20 or 30 views per videos when they do tool reviews? I don't know if that's what you consider success, dog. Then I don't want to be successful, because to me, if I have 19,000 fucking subscribers, I would expect 10,000 views per video.
Or 2,000 at least. I mean, fuck.
But
2,000. I mean,
I digress. To take up for fucking Rich, right. You got to be the same.
You take up for a. If you want to stand beside a lion,
people are back to being haters again. Apparently, I said something that I don't recall about.
You want to stand beside a lion?
I did now. I just did.
Racist?
Yes, I did mention your name just now.
Lowcow piece of shit.
But yesterday's live had nothing to do with you at all.
Period.
And Rich,
and don't worry. When somebody picks this shit up, because eventually,
want to make sure your name is
mentioned
in there. Okay, that's what we'll do from now on.
That's bigger than all of us. Eventually, somebody's going to get on Barry's shit. That's bigger than both of us. When they do, we'll make sure they make you fucking famous to 1 million people.
Here, your daughter wants to talk.
Along
that's
with
the way you want to play it. I gotta walk around eggshells and being fearful of everything that happens or anything that I say.
Look it up, you stupid fucker. It has nothing to do with the cow. An actual fucking physical cow. Has nothing to do with weight.
Okay.
You stupid fucker.
First
and I tell you what,
was ever talked about
I have no problem showing my fucking fat ass on camera because
was ever talked about
compared to you,
McRae,
I am fucking Jay Tatum, bro.
From
Mr. Gobble, 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 gobble.
Mentioned by name except for Austin and Jack. Go back and look at it.
I think you're just mad that you have to work on something to catch it on fire.
That's good. We're back at the same old bullshit.
Unlike you have the ability to put said things back together. But
he's trying to blame me, saying I said something in yesterday's live stream about him. And I didn't. But I'm not going to walk around eggshells with these idiots either. I'm not dealing with this crap anymore. I'm done with it. They won't leave it alone, so guess what?
You have to deal with it. You don't have a fucking choice.
What's up?
Stupid fucker.
And I just said, what's up?
See what I mean? Attitude. What?
What's that little pistol you want to give Haley?
This is a 38 Derringer.
38 Derringer.
But anyway, we never did get the car running yesterday. And yes, I am blaming the guy that was on my sale thing for, being paid by my lawyers. He had permit work on the car, and because I wasn't around, I couldn't see what he was doing.
I call bullshit, Rich.
So therefore, I know that was the person that messed my car up.
I know you're a fucktard.
I never put the spark plug wires crossed. Not once. Ever. And I don't take the distributor and drop it in 180 degrees out either.
I call bullshit.
Now we got to check the dwell on that thing. Got to make sure that the
Go
plugs are
ahead,
opening
do
enough.
it,
Got to make sure
because
it's
it
getting
won't
enough
change
spark.
anything. That
Because the
engine will
spark might
still
be
not
weak.
run. But go ahead,
You
do
know?
it, bro. I
might have to
I
get
love when
spark
you do this
plugs
because you make yourself look like a bigger boo-boo the
because
fool
they
than
might
you
be all
already
fouled
do.
out. So I'm not going to walk on eggshells about these people anymore. I can't do it. I'm not dealing with it. You know, I tried being nice too. The only thing I said anything about was Austin and Jack, the car that caught fire inside their garage. I think it was the 73 Charger that they had.
74 Rally
together.
Charger, one of 208.
And the only thing I
Here's
mentioned
count.
about it was you
And
don't put it out
again,
with water, you
unlike
put it
you,
out
I
with a
have
fire
the ability
extinguisher.
and the funds to put it back together. It won't sit for 3 years.
And the only other people that I mentioned was West Grip Garage and
Yeah, you mentioned
Works
YouTubers that
Repair.
actually build shit, Rich.
That's it.
We ain't in the same league, dog.
But hey, so be it.
You're sitting in a fucking on a fucking bed, barely can breathe. I want to talk about my weight.
And I don't get what this LOL cow is.
Well, Rich,
Austin, if you're trying to make fun of me being fat, have you looked at yourself in the mirror, Mr.
no,
Man Boots
you don't even know
Sprouting?
what that means.
You shouldn't be talking about others unless you can talk about yourself first.
Bro, I am skinnier than you fucktard.
You're 22. I'm 56. There's a
26,
difference.
you stupid fuck. 26. 26. Born in 1998. I know math isn't your strong
Mother
suit,
Nature
but
doesn't
add
play
it up.
kindly to somebody who's 56. You still got a chance to get thin, but you're getting bigger too. So you got a lot of room to talk about other people, pal.
I still don't look like you. But that's all that matters.
Just had a nice little dose of, what was it?
You act like at
lightning
55
thunder
you should
here.
right to be a fat fucking slob. When the truth of the matter is, there's tons of 55-year-old people that are still
They
working.
want to compare me to
Well,
somebody
you work,
else who actually
but
does have
all that
problems.
shit.
And they want to make me out to be
They're
just
still
like them.
exercising. They're
Problem
still
is I'm
skinny.
not like that person. And they can't face the fact of the truth of that.
No, the
As a matter
proof's
of
out
fact,
there.
before I got
You just
booted
can't
out
handle
of
it.
Mako's live, where he was making fun of me once again, I even turned around and told him about my grandfather.
Listen
My
to this.
grandfather was a first responder. He went into a place called Morningstar Paisley, which exploded. It was a chemical factory in Hawthorne.
What?
My grandfather
Why
lost
would
his
you
life
say
being
that?
a first
See what I mean?
responder.
He wants people to think
And
of him as a
because
good
of that,
guy.
I wound up being a
The
firefighter out
context
in
you
engine
by
number
Rich's
64
standpoint had nothing
in
to do with that.
Bradyville, PA.
And, see,
And I'm not
now
talking
he's
about
saying
volunteer.
He was a fucking firefighter.
I had
He
apparatus,
was a fucking
I had
firefighter.
ladders, and I
You're
had
a liar.
smokehouse.
You're a piece of shit, dog.
So mine was all certified.
You fucking lowcow.
Figured I could make a difference in somebody else's life, maybe by helping them out, you know, in a bad spot. I'm not a bad person. That's what they're making me out to be. They're trying to make me out to be
Are a bad
stupid.
person. You
And
are
I don't
stupid.
take anybody's advice.
You don't.
And I talk to people. Look,
Yes.
you talk the way you talk.
No.
I talk the way I talk.
Bitch,
If you don't like how I
have no
talk,
right
don't
to have
turn in.
attitude. You are a fat fucking
But I'm not going to
loser.
change
You
my
have
tone
no
of voice
right.
because you don't like it.
You have no right to have an ego. You are fat. You are a loser. You have not accomplished anything in 55 fucking years. You have lost more than you accomplished.
Well, that works. Hey, why don't you bend over and doink yourself in the backside, pal?
No, that's...
Into that. Bunch of stupid idiots.
Fucktard. Fucktard. Barry. Fucktard. dumb fuck that thinks he's a big YouTuber but only gets 20 or 30 views a video.
No, this is not
The
a
same
game
amount
news
as
channel.
me.
Sorry.
That's okay with Rich being a racist and a fucking liar.
If that's what's in here, so be it. It doesn't matter anyway. We don't do segregation based on color, race, creed, or what a person's personal preference is. No, I kicked him out. Renegade, he's gone.
Hey, Fast Thing.
I messed up and
You know,
did
he
that the
said
first time, but I went back.
that Renegade said that
booted
you
him
went
out,
over and
period.
told him this is going to be his last warning for taking up for Rich and all this bullshit. And had the nerve to talk about we'd be successful, we left Rich alone, but yet he has like 20,000 subscribers, but only gets 30 views per video, but talks about us being successful when he gets our views.
Yeah, I went back though, DF, and kicked him out.
Like, you don't understand how he looks to everybody.
The list
Taking
up.
up for Rich.
Timed him out the first time, but after that,
See, I haven't been
didn't.
able to finish one of his videos. They're just that boring. I know by his fucking subscriber count and his view count that that's not adding up.
Yep, I know. That's what they've been doing for years. So it's been holding me back too.
Oh yes, Rich, we've been holding you back, huh?
So the problem was yesterday when I was sitting in the Jeep in the front on the passenger side, I wasn't feeling too good. You know, I was already out in that sun for about 4 hours. You know, with the heat and everything else.
Is that all he
It
does?
really
Is push
wasn't that
tools? You don't
comfortable.
build
It
cars
was
or
actually
nothing?
very uncomfortable. So ultimately, what I wound up doing, I told him I was going to leave and get something cold to drink. But by the time I found something, it was too damn hot, and I just figured, nope, going home.
Maybe I'll look into him then. That might be something to look into.
I didn't even
Start doing
care that
videos on him too.
if we didn't cover the car or not. I could care less, you know, at that point. I was just, I was out of it. That was it. Yeah, we don't have to worry about real deal coming in here either.
So that way he gets a kickback from it.
Real deal is Blanco, Jeff McCrae.
Wow.
So he's not.
Sounds like the
coming
type
back
of
in
dude that would support Rich.
Yeah, that's all right. It was a live stream anyway. It's still up. You can look at it anytime you want.
Guns, you should have been in his live, man. You could have really like trolled him and said some funny shit, and because he was going the fuck off. This is only like a little bit of it.
Yeah, that's one of the haters. His name is Jeff McCrae. Then he has his father that lives with him. Then he has his son that lives with him. And then you have Fastang 89, whose name is Joe. Okay? He's another hater. And you also had Brian Cabral, a.k.a., what was it, Kevin something. Can't remember what the hell it is.
Me and
Mr.
Jeff,
Stolen
our
Valor.
communities are the people that got
From
him
Chris
off here.
Bustamante.
Not you, Rich.
You know, a real communications officer, okay, that had Valor, that was stolen by him. that guy finally got booted offline. He didn't want nothing to do with, being blamed for stolen valor or any of that stuff. So he disappeared.
It wasn't just
You
the
know,
stolen valor. He
I
had
was
shit
told
in
it by
his past
somebody, and
that
then
you
I
were
found
gonna
out,
dig
I
up
went
on
and
it.
researched it, and I found out that that was real. There's actually pictures of the guy online.
He was on here for literally like 3 or 4 years with the
So,
stolen valor
I
shit.
went around telling people about that because my father was in the service. My grandfather died in an explosion in a chemical company, being a first responder. So God forbid if I
How
would
is
ever
a
go back
first
to
responder the same as a soldier?
being part of a
Like,
firefighting
yes,
group or
they're
something
both
like that.
dangerous jobs.
Respirators,
They both command
or
respect.
oxygen tanks,
But
whatever you want to call it.
to me, a soldier is nowhere near a fucking firefighter.
Yeah, well, he was Brian Cabral was another one that was obsessed. All his videos on his channel have something to do with me, or it's twisted. Like a kid takes words out of context and twists things around in order to fit their.
Oh yeah, but I think he'll be back, man. I think he'll give it a couple months and he'll be back.
And he was also after this other guy named Tony's garage or something like that. Then you have Austin, you have Jack.
Why not say my channel?
Now
Rich?
Austin, you'll hear him in his video.
Here we go.
The most recent one, he hates my guts.
So
he's not doing this out of a review. He's doing this
wish you would
literally out of harassment. So that's why I want nothing to do with him and his father.
Walk outside.
And I don't care what kind of advice he gave me back in
and then kick the living
the
shit
millennium
out
or
of
whatever back then. You don't have a right to do that.
I wish that you really had the cancer you
if they have a reason to,
I wish
yes.
that
Like,
you would have a
found
massive
out this
coronary
guy
where you
that
couldn't
actually
walk
has
or
a gun,
talk
and he's a
and you're
felon.
still
If he's a
military.
felon
Yes.
and he has a gun, he can go to jail for that. I know that.
Keep that in mind, Richie Rich. I want you to understand. You said the only reason you don't like Barry is because of the swap meet incident. So that's going to become a short with everything Barry's done. And I'm going to be like, so you're cool with
this? I'm not
this.
going to sit there and do that all day.
Like, so you're cool with this. This shows your character. Yeah, this was maybe an hour or so ago when it ended. I got up at like 11 or 12 when he was starting.
Some of these people, though, like I said, you can't reach them no matter what you do. And like I said, the funny thing is I heard Austin literally say,
I'm saying it again.
Oh, I just don't like you. I can't stand you. I hate your fucking guts. That's what he's saying. I'm like,
you fat fucking slob.
So what the hell are you doing on a social media platform?
I hate your fucking guts.
You can't stand people.
If you had a heart attack, I would fucking laugh and dance a jig and have a cookout. There. Now, I said it for the third fucking time, Rich.
After all, people are not here to adhere to your every little whim.
Now he's got an
That's why we have our
own
own
fact that he has to hit that fucking inhaler.
Doesn't say.
Sitting in bed.
Just as an example.
He just got up.
David.
And he has to hit an
Renegade's Garage, a.k.a. but it's really Rich's.
What's that tell you?
Garage. You know what I mean? Or vice versa.
And you had to lie to your fucking doctor prior to get that. Where's your nitro, Rich? You got nitro yet? You're not even using it right. He didn't even use that right, you guys. Not at all. He didn't even breathe in. You're supposed to hit that as you're hitting that.
This is
breathe
not
in.
Factual.
He just hit it and like
that
shrugged his shoulders.
He has guns. That he abuses cats and dogs and stuff. I don't know how true that is.
See, well, here we go.
I do know that he has a place that has a lot of cars that need to be
he's
put back together and sold.
Barry right now.
In order to put him back where he needs to be. But
this is going to backfire in his fucking face because I'm making a short out of it.
I have one car. That's enough for me, And that alone gives.
Here we go. This.
What it is you got to do. And we'll see you in the next one, okay? Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Stay safe. And stay the hell out of the heat. So, see you later.
And I have more than that. That was just a quick one. So let's go over to fucking...
If you feel held back by the weight of financial decisions, we can give you the tools to help you break free. Credit Karma gives you personalized guidance to improve your credit, savings, taxes, and more, so you can find your way to money. Intuit Credit Karma. Karma you can count on.